welcome. It is another day, and I have to actually leave in like 5 minutes for one of the things that we're supposed to do. We're supposed to meet there by 9, but because of SHAD time, we have to get there by 8:55. So I just want to give you guys a quick rundown of today's schedule, and then I will be on my way. So from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. was breakfast. I didn't have breakfast. I wanted to sleep in. I was kind of tired, so I just let that happen. Then from 9 to 10, we have the African Nova Scotia economic deputy thing. I don't know, it's about like the black loyalists in Nova Scotia. Then at 10:30 till noon, we have get going. I don't know what that is, so I think it's one of like our rec activities. Then noon to 1 p.m. lunch comedy time. 1 to 4 we have an engineering challenge, and then from 4 o'clock to 5:30 we have catch up time, and then we have 5:30 to 6:30 dinner comedy time, and then from 6:30 to 7 we have our all SHAD meeting, and then we have a movie night at 7 a.m. and then 10:30 is room check. I don't really know what the movie night will be. She gave us a hint and said it was basically a documentary. So I don't know if we're legitimately gonna be watching like a documentary or if the movie was like based on a true story, like Hidden Figures. But yeah, that will be all. I will see you guys soon. I will try to do more in-class vlogging, and that is it. Hey guys, I'm back. I tried to do some in-class vlogging, but didn't really work out. So I'm just going to give you guys a recap of what I've done so far. And then I have to go and do some laundry. So first, after breakfast, which I didn't get, we had to do we did some learning about African history and Black history in Nova Scotia, and that was pretty cool to learn. I learned a lot of new things that I didn't know before. We had to explore the economic side, the social side. And then in the end we did like a little activity and basically researched different villages, I guess, of mainly or like primarily African or Black communities, and those were really cool because we got to see a lot of the same similarities or patterns that followed within those communities. They were all really small. The population was from like 200 to like 16,000. Medical places like walk-in centers, hospitals, they were quite further. But yeah, that was also really cool to learn about. And then after that, we did something called geocaching, which I guess in the simplest terms to explain it is basically a scavenger hunt, except outside. I mean, wait, like depending on where you are, technically, like scavenger hunting can be outside, but like it's just specifically like nature-wise. Like I don't even know. There's like clues on an app that you get, and it'll basically lead you towards the prize, if that makes sense. And so we did that. So the journey looked like this. And we just kind of walked for a bit, and that was fun. We saw some pretty cool things, like this really weird looking mushroom. It was like orange. I don't remember what it was called, the chicken of the forest. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong on that one. I'm probably wrong. But I think before in my like morning recap I called it get going. It's not get going, guys. It's geocaching. I didn't even know what geocaching was, and I don't even think get going is a thing, so I knew I was messing something up. Then after that we came back and we had lunch. Lunch was pretty good. I had pizza, obviously, and then I had french fries. And I was like one of like the last people to get lunch because the lineup was so long, because it was like burgers and hot dogs and french fries and onion rings and all of that. And so everybody wanted a burger, and it was like kind of like a make your own burger station. So the staff gave you the buns and the burgers, and then you would have to put on the toppings. And I went back for more fries because I was still hungry, and I had like 2 minutes left to eat, so like I was chugging it down. And I still had a little bit left, but like we had to go, so I had to dump it out, and then I chugged it down with some iced tea, and that was good. Then we had a little engineering competition. It was like an egg drop. So we had certain materials, and then with those materials we had to build something to protect the egg. Obviously, if you've done an egg drop before, you know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, that's basically what it is. You just make like a protector, like a shield for an egg, and then you drop it from a really high place, and then you have to check to see if the egg has cracked, and if it hasn't cracked, you're good. And if it did crack, in our case, we had to go back and we had to do some changes, and the changes were it either had to be smaller or it had to be lighter, and then we reconstruct it, but we can't use any more tools. We have to use what we've built, and then using that, how do I explain it? Like using that, you just reconstruct it to either a smaller version or a lighter version. And so I think we did the lighter version. Our first prototype, it was like I don't. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Like it was just covered in balloons. It was just so funny. And then our second one, it was lighter, so it kind of looked like it was like in this pyramid situation. I don't even know, guys. And they checked it both times. The first one, it cracked a little bit, but to them, I think it looked pretty good. But when I inspected it earlier, it was a tiny bit cracked, but we ignored it. And then they gave us a second egg, and then you had to put that one in like the new constructed version. And when we checked ours was pretty good. And then they're gonna tell us the results after dinner. So right now we have unscheduled time, so free time, and then we have dinner, and then we have our all SHAD meeting, and that's when they're gonna tell us the results. And then after that, we have our movie night, which is basically a documentary, is what she said. So I'm kind of excited to see what that looks like. I mean, I don't really know. I've been kind of worn out all day. It's like my first weekend here technically, so kind of keeps you on your toes, but that's okay. And yeah, I need to go call my mom before she gets mad at me, and I need to call my dad. And yep, I will see you guys later. I might show you guys what doing the laundry looks like. So if I show you guys, you'll see, and if I don't, I'll show you guys next time. But that's pretty much it for now. I will see you guys later. Bye. Okay guys, I am back. I think the last thing I left it on was doing laundry, and I thought I was gonna show you guys, but it was so hectic. It was my first time using the laundry, and the machine wasn't working, and then I had to download my card and then put the money in, and then that wasn't working, and so I had to call for backup. So it was just a real struggle. Maybe I should have showed you guys that, so you know, it could be more realistic, but honestly, I was just so worn out, and the laundry room was so hot, and wearing a sweater did not help, so my thinking was all over the place. But after a while, we did get the laundry to work, and then that took around like 30-ish minutes, and so I washed that, and then me and my friends, my pod mates, we all left, and we went into dinner. And dinner, it was basically roasted potatoes, pizza, some sort of pasta thing, roasted ham. I don't know, just a bunch of stuff. And I did not get the pizza this time. I just wasn't feeling it after lunch. And I was kind of like in a potato-y mood, if that makes sense. Like I just wanted potatoes, and thank God they had potatoes. So I had roasted potatoes with some ketchup, and then I filled up on like 3 iced teas. Like I had 1 iced tea with Sprite. Like I mixed it up, and then I liked it, and then I did that again, and then the second time, no, that was the second time. The second time, both times, okay, let me start. Both times I got iced tea, I mixed it with Sprite. The third time I got a drink, I just only had it with iced tea. I don't know, today I've been feeling really dehydrated. Doesn't help that probably what I'm drinking is sugary, which is why I'm gonna go and fill up my water bottle before it's night. And yeah, after that we had our all SHAD meeting to talk about tomorrow's schedule, which I'm very excited to tell you guys about. And then we left into the room in the library to watch the movie, and I don't know, it didn't really give documentary vibes. It was more of like a storytelling situation. It was about the indigenous people, and it's called Wilfred Buck, I believe. Yes, Wilfred Buck, and like his love for astronomy and stars, and his experience as living through that using indigenous culture instead of, you know, how we use European culture to measure constellations and the names and stuff, and how the indigenous people have different names for them and how they use them in their everyday lives to travel about. And it was honestly a pretty cool documentary, I can't lie. After dinner, I was kind of worn out, and so I did fall asleep, like maybe 10 minutes into the movie, like barely, like for like 2 minutes max, and then like one of the PAs like gently woke me up and just like, we can't be asleep, and then I'm just like, I'm sorry. And then I don't know, I don't think it was just me that was worn out. There was a bunch of people. I was like kind of looking around. I was just like, it can't be just me. And there were a lot of people that were falling asleep. I don't think it's because that the documentary was boring. I just think we were all very worn out, because we did go outside, we did the geocaching, we made the engineering project egg drop thing. Oh, and about that, they did release the results, and apparently we won for the lightest structure. I think we got a prize. We did. Hold on, give me a second. Let me find it. Yeah, I'm going. You want me to come with you? Oh, in here? Yeah. Okay. Do we all want to fill up our water bottles anymore? Yeah, I'll come with you. This was the prize that we got. Okay, wait. I'm gonna go down and fill up my water bottle. I will be right back. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Grace wanted to fill up her water bottle, and I also wanted to fill up my water bottle, but I wanted to do it when I was picking up my clothes from the dryer, so I was just like, oh, it's fine, it's whatever. But now I got it, so this will last me through the night. Okay, I told you guys that we won the lightest part of the engineering challenge, and the options were a pen and this little maze thing. So I got this because I didn't want a pen, and like it was a good fidget toy. And yeah, I think I mentioned everything that I need to mention. I'm gonna go and change. I was planning to shower, but I did shower like the other day, so I was just like, oh, it's fine. I'll just shower tomorrow. Also, I've never had my hair braided like this before, so I'm going to need to watch like a couple tutorials on how to like wash your hair with these. But that's pretty much it for today. We are going, wait, not we. yeah, we afterwards, after I change and everything, we are going towards the common room, and then Grace is gonna like heat up her ramen noodles, and then we're just gonna chill and talk in there. That's pretty much it. I'll show you guys what happens tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be very interesting. But aside from that, that was pretty much it. See you guys tomorrow.